All right, so I'm going to dive right into how I made $10,000 profit my fourth month of reselling iPhones. So pretty much this is phase one. This is where pretty much everybody gets stuck at is just phase one. The traditional hustle is just manual outreach. Most people start here. Well, everybody starts here, and some people stay here because some people get comfortable. It's just if you want a little side hustle, you want to make $1,000, $2,000 a month. This is where most people kind of stay at. It's just their traditional hustle, which is pretty much getting phones from Facebook Marketplace, outreaching all day, and then you end up just selling those phones on right back on Facebook Marketplace. So this is where most people, this is where everybody starts at. This is where I started at. This is a good way to make $1,000, $2,000 a month, depending on your location. You could do pretty good with this. But this video is for people who want to, obviously be outliers and make more than that, $3, $5, $10,000 a month. So what I don't like about this is it's slow, it's inconsistent. You could pick up 5 phones one week and then the next week no one even lists their phone on Facebook. So like you're just relying on people to list their phone on Facebook and relying on them to actually agree to a deal with you, which is it's probably the hardest part, honestly. So it's slow, it's inconsistent, and there's no guarantee of profit because you don't have reliable buyers lined up, and the phone takes several days to sell. So if you are doing this as a little side hustle, that's not something that you're really worried about probably. But for me personally, I wanted to make $10,000 a month doing this, and I couldn't wait 4 or 5 days for a phone to sell. So that's phase one, and this is where it gets to start to get more serious, where you're on the way to making a lot more money. So phase two, this is like the quickest way to get to 10K a month, and this is what I'm presenting to you, is going through these phases. So obviously you have to go through phase one. This is where you start out. This is where you learn, do I want to do phone flipping? This is where you learn how to check a phone, everything like that. This is where you make the dumb little couple mistakes. And then this is where stuff gets real. When you start doing Facebook ads, this is where you start making real people money, real deal money. Because Facebook ads, you just get automated leads. So instead of chasing sellers, you're getting people reach out to you to sell their phone. So you're getting people that are motivated to sell their phone. They automate lead generation. So instead of chasing sellers, instead of reaching out to 50, 20, 30 people a day, you're getting motivated sellers to come directly to you with their phones. So this is why I was able to scale up so quickly, is these Facebook ads. Like, this is what did it for me. So as you can see, like, this is just a screenshot that I just took. I'm not even able to get to all these people because I can't even buy all these people's phones, and I don't even have time to respond to all these people because I just get blasted with messages. But that's the reality of Facebook ads. You just get a bunch of people reach out to you that want to sell you their phone. And at the point that I'm at, I kind of just pick and choose. But to start off, you're just responding to everybody. You're trying to get as many phones as you can, right? That's the whole goal. That's the whole thing with Facebook ads. That's the whole goal of phone flipping. You're trying to get as many phones as you can. So it just automates a way for people to reach out to you. And all of these people that you see right here, they all are motivated and they all want to sell me a phone. Like, as you can see, iPhone 14, iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 8 Plus, all these different types of phones, like sell my device and all that, right? So this is where you start making real money. This is actually Chris. This is just a demonstration of what it does. But basically, in my mentorship, you have Chris set up your Facebook ads campaign for you. So this is what it sort of looks like if you don't know what really Facebook ads look like or anything like that. But Chris gets crazy results for these people. So pretty much 150 people message this dude. So these are 150 people reaching out to you to sell you a phone. And you're basically paying for it. So this guy's paying $1.26 a message, which is pretty crazy. Anything above $5 is way too much, but anything below like $3 is pretty crazy, and it's a really good Facebook ad for phone flipping, because you got to remember that these people that are messaging you, their opportunity, like they're worth $100, $200 profit, because the phone that they're selling you, you're at least going to make 50, 100, $150 profit per phone. So if you got 150 people messaging you to sell you a phone, each of those people are going to be worth 50 to $100 profit, right? And you're only paying $1 for them to reach out to you. So when I saw this, I was like baffled that everybody wasn't doing this, but it turns out that literally like not many people are doing this. Only the people that really succeed and really make real money are doing this. And that's why I want to talk about it here on YouTube, because literally I haven't seen anybody talk about it. Like, this is the way that you make real money, a living off phone flipping. So yeah, this is just a demonstration. 204 messages, $1.12 a message. And you don't even have to be spending a lot of money. Like, this dude is spending $5 a day. If you're just putting out $5 a day, you could still make money. Like, you could still make money from these Facebook ads. You don't need a bunch of capital. This dude got 20 messages at $1.97 a message. This dude got 48 messages at $1.08. And he's only spending $5 a day to get these people to reach out to him. All right, so here's more and more and more. And essentially what this leads to is pictures like this. So these are pictures of my phones, my students' phones, Chris's student's phone from him setting up Facebook ads. Like, all these pictures are me. Like, all of these, this is like 90 phones or 80 phones, something like that. These are all from Facebook ads. This is me right here. This is from a bunch of Facebook ads. This right here, that's from Facebook ads. These are all me. Facebook ads, like, the whole goal is to just get a shit ton of phones, and that's what Facebook ads does for you. This is one of my students, Isaiah. This is when he first started Facebook ads. So it's safe to say that this will get you a shit ton of phones, right? This is my desk. But yeah, and this is also Isaiah, one of my students. This is Eli. It's like, Facebook ads are going to get you a shit ton of phones no matter what. That's the point. So it turns phone flipping from a hunt into a scalable system. So that's what allows you to actually start making $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Is it actually becomes a scalable system, because you're running Facebook ads. And what phase 3 is all about is private buyers, because once you start getting, like, if I got 80 phones, I'm not individually listing 80 phones on Facebook and waiting 4 days to go and sell each one of them. Like, it's very unscalable. That's not realistic or anything like that, right? So that's when the private buyers come in, and that's when you start to get guaranteed sales. So I'm literally laying out the path for you to 10K a month. Like, this is literally what I did. And this is what I put my students through. And Isaiah made $11,000 profit his second month. So this shit works. I've done it, and I've helped other people do it. So listen up. So phase 3 is the private buyers. So imagine having a list of private buyers who are ready to buy phones at a set price. That's what private buyers are. So private buyers, you're pretty much just consistent and predictable profits. You know you're going to sell the phone to them. When I get a phone, I'm not worried. Is this going to sell? Like, how long is this going to take to sell? What price am I going to get for it? No. You look at the private buyer's price sheet. Okay, he's paying $500. Okay, I'm going to offer him $400. You don't even need to have a brain to do it, right? So obviously faster turnaround times. I could get a phone today, ship it out today, and get paid today. That's how it works. Avoid the hassle of selling. For those of you who have ever sold on Facebook Marketplace, you would understand it's a war zone out there. But bulk buys, reduce risk of scams. There's a lot of scams on Facebook, and there's nobody on Facebook that you could just, like, you can't just list 100 phones and then someone will reach out to you. Yeah, bro, I'll buy 100 phones, right? So that's where bulk buys come in. because I could send off a package of 100, 200 phones to the private buyer. And also, it opens up opportunity for you to actually start selling all these different types of phones. So normally, when you're just dealing with Facebook Marketplace and just outreach, and you don't have a private buyer, you're just buying unlocked phones, right? And I realized this because everybody that I've ever seen on YouTube, or anybody that I've ever seen talk about phone flipping, they're like, stay away from all these other phones. Stay away if it's blacklisted, stay away from it. If it's financed or carrier locked, stay away from it. Like, you're literally just saying no to more money. That's literally what you're saying. Like, you got like an anti-money spray that you're spraying. Like, do you not want to make more money? Like, this is where the real money is. I'm at a point where I'm not even buying unlocked phones. I'm only buying these phones. So for someone to say, no, don't buy these phones, that is the most uneducational, dumbest thing I've ever heard, because I've totally cut out these phones and I'm only buying these phones, right? So these are the most profitable phones and they're the cheapest. It just makes the most sense, right? Because these are the cheapest phones, so that means that they're the most low risk phones, because obviously if I'm spending $500 on a phone, whereas if I'm spending $100 on a phone and I know I'm going to sell it guaranteed, it's a lower risk, right? So I'm buying mostly financed phones, and then a couple times you'll get iCloud locked, you'll get passcode locked. Blacklisted, these are the most profitable phones that you will ever get, are blacklisted phones, because you can lowball the customer like crazy and you could deduct anywhere from $100 to $200 if it's blacklisted. Whereas when you sell it to the private buyers, they only deduct 30 to 40 bucks. And then obviously you're also able to buy broken, cracked, or phones that don't even power on. So it unlocks all these other gateways for you for more money to come in, right? So now you got all these flows that will all equal money, right? You got all these pathways right here. Whereas if you're just on Facebook or you're just dealing with unlocked phones, it's just one sad line. It's just one sad line right there, right? So, and then this is where the $10,000 a month comes in. It's when you combine the synergy of the Facebook ads plus private buyers. This is where everything happens right here. When you have consistent leads, consistent amount of phones coming in from your Facebook ads, and they simply just get packed in a box to the private buyer, this is what happens. Facebook ads, and then you go to buy the phones. From there, you sell the phones to the private buyers, you get paid, you put 20 bucks a day into the Facebook ads, and it keeps repeating the system, and that's it. Like, that's all you need to do to get to $10,000 a month. That's how simple it is. I'm surprised nobody talks about this, but this is everything. This is my whole business right here. This is everything that I do right here. This is my whole entire business. It is right here in this picture, right? So this is all you need to do. Combining these gives you a crazy competitive advantage. Ads bring in deals faster than manual outreach ever could. Private buyers let you sell quickly, even in bulk. And Synergy allows you to scale from phone flipping a few phones a week to dozens and eventually even hundreds. So yeah, like, that is the pathway that you need to be looking for if you want to be making this type of money. Because this phone, I got all these phones in a day. Believe it or not, I got these phones in a day. It took me 1 day to get this amount of phones. This took me a day. It's crazy. Today's pickups, look at all this. Like, you'll get so many phones without even trying, because people are reaching out to you. So it just makes sense. But yeah, this is pretty much how it is. If you want to get your Facebook ads done for you and you want me personally to implement this whole entire system into your phone flipping business, you could book a call with me. If you don't know what phone flipping is, or maybe you're just starting out, I have a completely free community that you could check out that'll teach you exactly how to start phase 1, which is basically manual outreach. This will get you started. This will get the dumb mistakes out of the way. This will also teach you my dumb mistakes, and everything inside that free community is exactly how I started. How to negotiate, how to check the phones, how to buy the phones, how to sell the phones, where to meet, how to negotiate, literally everything that you need for the basics of phone flipping. And then pretty much eventually you will be at a point, hopefully, maybe one day, where you want to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and that's where all of this stuff comes in. So I hope this provided value to you, because a lot of the people that are on here on YouTube are saying that they're making $10,000 a month from this, and a lot of people are like, well, I'm not making $10,000 a month from this. I must be doing something wrong. No, you just don't make $10,000 a month from this. Like, maybe if you're in the craziest city ever, I would see it. I could probably see it. But a lot of the people that are making a lot of money from just this are in completely different countries, and in different countries, you're making $300, $400 profit per phone, which then that is realistic, 100%. But in the U.S., this is not going to get you to $10,000 a month, to be very honest with you. If it does, you're probably in a very extremely good area, which that's great for you, and you don't even have to put money into Facebook ads, right? But yeah, that's that. I hope this video provided value to you. And I want to make sure that you guys know, because I've had a lot of people hit me up like, hey, I've been doing this stuff that I've seen on YouTube, and they're making $10,000 a month just from this, and I'm not making $10,000 a month. I must be doing something wrong. No, you're not. You're just getting unrealistic expectations from unrealistic things that you see on the internet. But if you are in a different country, you probably do have potential. If you are able to make $300, $400 profit on a phone, it's very doable to make $10,000 a month from this. But that's that. If this video provided any value to you and it made you more clear on what to do to make more money, then like the video.